put it on a smoke boost for a half hour, run her at 275. I'll show you a simple, easy, step-by-step way of doing some good backyard barbecue ribs, alright? Alright, I'll swing the camera down and I'll show you what we got. Okay guys, here we got some beautiful spare ribs. I've already got them trimmed up, already got the membrane taken off. I got them rinsed off. I rinsed my ribs off in a cryo pack because they spray it with a chemical to kill bacteria, so I rinse it off good. Today we'll be using some Uncle Steve's Pig Shake. I'll leave a link to Uncle Steve's down below. We're just going to let her rain down. We're only using one seasoning today, so you can put her on pretty heavily. First time I used a Pig Shake on ribs, folks. We'll see how she does. Let's get the sides. Alright. Now we'll get the back on, folks. Okay, let's tap this around. Get these sides. Ooh. I'll be right back with a pro tip, folks. Hang on. A pro giving you pro tips. Don't get a kick out of some YouTubers trying to give pro tips when they're not pros. Kosher salt, folks. Right on the back. When you bite into these, first thing you're going to taste is this little hint of salt. Right in the middle. Alright, that's all you gotta do, folks. Alright, enough pro tips for one day. Yeah. Get one more little coat of the Uncle Steve's Pig Shake. Let's see what this has got in it. This has got salt, black pepper, garlic, spices, brown sugar, honey powder, and paprika. And the MSG, the good stuff. Supposed to give you a nice little smoke ring. We'll find out, folks. Alright, we're going to let these sweat out for about an hour, 45 minutes. We'll go out and fire up the old smoke fire at 275. We'll be right back. Alright, guys. These beautiful. They sweat it out for an hour in the refrigerator. We're going to put these right here. Little water pan underneath. We're going to run this on the smoke boost for 1 hour. Alright, then we're going to come back out and kick it up to 275 for about 45 minutes. Then we'll check it out and see what they look like. Alright, we'll be right back, folks. Alright guys, it's been 1 hour on the smoke boost. These are looking really good. Now the last video you seen me do a spritz every half hour. This one's only going to be an hour. Just simple water, it's nice and dry. You know, there's no bark coming off on the finger. Just plain water, folks. I'm using plain water. Alright, now we're going to kick the smoke fire up to 275, folks. Alright. Excuse me. We're going to check on them in 45 minutes, see what they look like. See if we need to spritz them again. And then we'll probably wrap them at that time. Alright, we'll be right back in 45 minutes. Alright guys, it's been about 45 more minutes. Get a little dry. We get a little pull back here. Let's take these out and wrap them up. Alright, I'll show you what I do in this time by doing them. Alright, bring the camera around. Using some of this Tornado sugar, heat resistant type stuff. No brown sugar today, folks. Remember, it's barbecue, make it fun. Try different stuff. Lay some of this down. Alright. Tornado pure cane sugar. I'm gonna add a little bit more of the Uncle Steve's cow shake. We're gonna do the honey with the bear. Alright, that looks pretty good. A little Stubby's barbecue sauce. Not a lot, just a little. Alright, there'll be no butter today or parquet. We're going to use some olive oil, folks. Remember, barbecue, make it fun. Try something different. A little bit of olive oil, not much, just a little bit. And a spritz of water. Now we'll take the ribs out. Alright, we'll put the ribs down, folks. Meat side down. Nothing on the top but a little spritz of water. Alright. Now we'll wrap these up. Careful not to poke these bones through the paper, to the foil. Now this is where a lot of people get in trouble, folks. They want to put them in there for 2 hours wrapped at 275. Well, you got all this liquid in there. You're just boiling your ribs, you know. If you want them to fall off the bone tender, yes, that's fine. Do it that way. But we're going to put them in for 1/2 hour, and we'll check it. All right. Going back in the pit. Okay, we'll be right back, folks. All right, guys. It's been 1/2 hour in the foil. We're going to open them up, see what they look like. So far, they're looking really good. How's that look, folks? Now we're going to check for probe tenderness. You don't normally see me do this on my channel, but for you guys, I will. Oh yeah, nice and tender. I don't worry too much about temperature. I worry about tenderness. I don't care if it's 190 or 205. If it feels tender at 195, I'm happy with that. Now we gotta take these out of the foil. Isn't that a nice looking rack of ribs, folks? You know, I tell a guy who's been barbecuing his whole life, you don't wear gloves because he's not afraid of the heat, folks. My hands are tough from welding and barbecuing for 45 years. What we're going to do now, folks, is we're going to let this dry off the surface for about 15 minutes. And then we're going to lay some sauce on there. What we're going to do, let me get this out of the way. We'll get this pan, use any pan you want. Pour a little Stubbies in there. This is good stuff. I love Stubbies. Now the juice from that wrapping, we'll put in there. Get all that honey and sugar and olive oil and all that in there. Alright. We're going to put that right, let's put it up here, folks. It'll be easier to get to. Alright, we're gonna let this dry off for about 15 minutes. We'll be right back. Alright guys, it's been 15 minutes. Whoa, look at that. Beautiful looking rack of ribs, folks. Got a nice mahogany color. The outside. I think it's not quite as dry as I would like it, so I think I'm gonna go another 5 minutes. Alright, let's do it now. It don't look too bad, folks. Over here we got that little barbecue sauce. We poured the drippings in off the foil. We're just gonna kind of move this forward, folks. Woohoo! There we go. How that looks, folks. Yeah. Got this barbecue sauce and honey and olive oil. Gonna kind of just drizzle that on there. Like that. Careful not to knock that bark off a rub that we worked so hard to achieve. Remember the times I've been giving you are just estimates. You really have to go by how your ribs are looking while they're cooking. If it's too hot or too cold, or they're starting to look like they're cooking too fast, turn the heat down a little bit. These looking pretty good. Yeah. Smoke fire's performing beautifully. Alright. We are going to shut the lid and let that go for about 15 minutes and see how they look. Be right back, folks. Alright guys, it's been 15 minutes. And damn ribs are looking absolute gorgeous, folks. We're going to do one more topping. We're going to get these edges here. That's looking beautiful. They were probing pretty good, tender-wise. I have no idea what the temperature was. I didn't look. While they're tender, I don't care what the temperature is. Every rack of rib probes at a different tenderness. Some ribs will probe tender at 195. Some take all the way up to 210 before they start probing tender. All depends on your pig you come off of, how thick they are, how old they are. So you gotta watch. Go by tenderness, probe tender, not temperature. Alright. That looks good. We're gonna set these another 15 minutes. I've been a total half hour with the sauce. I'll bring it back in. I'll meet you at the cutting board. Alright, hang on, folks. This one's epic. Alright guys, I got them down here on the board. They looking good, folks. Let's go down and look at these bad boys. Ain't they beautiful? Let's flip them over. We're going to cut a couple off. Cutting like butter, folks. Another great smoke ring off of the old Weber smoke fire is getting better. These are Applejack competition or lumberjack competition pellets. I don't know if it's picking that up, but in person it looks good. Alright, let's try one out. Now these ain't your standard 3-2-1 ribs, folks. Let's give it a try. Nice clean bite. Tender. Juicy. Now Uncle Steve's shake on there. That was some good stuff. Stubby's barbecue sauce. Mixed in with the juices off of this rib with that honey and sugar and everything. Outstanding, folks. Very good. You gotta try different ways of doing your ribs, folks. Standard 3-2-1, if you like that, keep doing it, if that's your thing. But change the times around. Change your method. See, I added Tornado sugar, not brown sugar, olive oil instead of butter. All turned out great. It's all good eats, folks. Alright, here's Scotty's Backyard Barbecue, where barbecue is a way of life, folks. But we like to try things different ways. try this one a shot. You know, give it a shot. See what you think. You know, you gotta watch them ribs. The time is just estimate. You gotta see how it's cooking. If it's cooking too fast, turn it down. If it looks like it's cooking too slow, turn it up a little bit. Watch the time. All right. You too can make good barbecue ribs like this. Just follow these instructions. Have a nice day, folks.